What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Got to give you guys some updates. Canelo Cotto is the mega fight everybody wants to see, just behind Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. Now, personally, I want to see both of those fights, and I would even almost venture to say that I'd rather see Canelo Cotto. It's more intriguing, just because with that fight, I can make a real strong case for both, and I really don't know how it will go. I'd have to really analyze how I would want to make my prediction. As far as the Mayweather Pacquiao, I still want to see it, but I think it lost some of its luster. And in my mind, based on what I've seen, I have an idea of how that fight would play out. Now, don't get me wrong. I know you guys like to bend and twist my words up, like, oh, Ego don't want to see it. I do want to see Mayweather Pacquiao, but it's just been a fight that's been on the table so long. And again, I think I have it figured out how the fight would actually play out. So I want to see them both, but Canelo Cotto is a fresh match that I really want to see as well. So I want to give you guys an update. And according to Canelo's people, the fight is in negotiations, which we all know, and they're at a sensitive period in the negotiations, if you will. So it's not an official signed fight yet, but they are working hard to try to get this wrapped up and closed before the end of 2014. They're really trying to make this. There's a stigma that Miguel Cotto is hard to deal with. He's a diva, if you will. Like with the Sergio Martinez, I heard a lot of war stories about what he was demanding. He wanted his name billed first. He wanted to walk out first. He wanted whatever, ring size, gloves, whatever the fuck he wanted. And they're two superstars, and they're two headstrong superstars, meaning they're superstars that know they're superstars. Like when I look at like meeting Terrence Crawford, he's a superstar, not like on their level, but he's a star. A lot of people are enjoying him, but he doesn't act like it. He acts just real down to earth, and you know what I'm saying. But I think Miguel Cotto and Canelo, they know they're superstars. They know their worth and their buying power, and you know what I'm saying. They use it as a bargaining chip. Cotto, obviously, respected resume, deep resume, been in the game for so long. He knows what he brings to the table. He knows he puts asses in the seats. Same thing with Canelo. Canelo has showed, like, I want the Laura fight. You know what I mean? He's bossed up. He said, take me off the Mayweather undercard. I don't want to fight Trout on his card anymore because he won't promise to fight me. So that shows a lot of gall. A lot of people wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like Amir Khan, look at the dynamic. Amir Khan won the Mayweather poll on Mayweather's official site. He says, vote who my next opponent is, either Maidana or Amir Khan. And Maidana won some other polls, like unofficial polls, but on the Mayweather poll, Amir Khan won, right? And then Mayweather announced on Twitter, I'm fighting Marcos Maidana. I'm talking about the first fight. He said, I'm fighting Maidana, even though Amir Khan won. Yet, Amir Khan, and he's cocky too and confident, and he always talks about how big of a star he is. But what did he do? He fought on Mayweather's undercard. Him, Broner, he fought Luis Collazo on the undercard of the first Mayweather The Moment fight with Maidana. So look at that. You got dealt a raw hand, you know what I'm saying, a raw deal, and Mayweather fucked you over. He said, hey, vote for my next fight. He won, and you still didn't get the fight, yet you were still on the undercard. Versus Canelo. Canelo said, fuck that. I'll fight sooner, and I think they fought in April. He said, take me off of that. I don't want to fight on his undercard. I'm not doing his undercards no more. And then Austin Trout and Canelo fought on a whole separate card a month earlier, and he said he wasn't contributing to Floyd's number. So Canelo, he really knows what he wants, you know what I'm saying? And he goes after that. He knows he's a big star for his looks or whatever people, you know what I mean? Whatever it is that has put him at this level, he knows it. So it's a good fight, and I really want to see it. They're really trying to get this one done, and I hope they can get it done. They don't know exactly where. I think Canelo and his team wants to fight in Vegas, but they're also open to Texas. I don't think Miguel Cotto would really be feeling Texas. I think Las Vegas is a little bit more neutral. If you know Texas, I have tons of family out in Texas and different stuff. There's a Hispanic demographic, but it's more or less more, I would say there's more Mexican families in Texas than there are Puerto Ricans. So I don't think Cotto being a big star, I don't think he's going to want to go somewhere where Canelo has the crowd advantage, if you will. You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal take on it. Just the same as I don't think Canelo would want to fight Miguel Cotto in New York, because that's Miguel Cotto's second home, and there's a lot of Cubans, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans in that community as well. So I think it'll probably happen in Vegas if it does happen. Hopefully it does happen. I really want to see it, and it's a good fight. And then they're talking about, as far as the weight, it would be for Cotto's belt that he just got off of Sergio Martinez with ease. And they're talking about making that a catch weight of 155, which is basically what Canelo's been fighting. His last couple fights have been at catch weights, if I'm not mistaken, against Angulo and then also Edeslani Lara. So he really gets to stay in pocket and comfortable. Miguel Cotto would have to drop back down. I'm not big on catch weights in general. That's just, you know what I mean? I just rather, if you're going to fight for a title, fight for it at that actual weight limit. However, this one isn't the worst catch weight I've seen, because it's not like Canelo's at the end of his career, like, you know what I mean, like De La Hoya, Pacquiao, or anything like that. It's not like Miguel Cotto's a huge middleweight anyway. I personally don't think he is a true middleweight. I think he seized an opportunity against Sergio Martinez, who was kind of the wounded warrior. He took advantage of it, looked good in doing it, got the belt, and it is what it is. But I don't think he's a true middleweight. I think he's too small. So realistically, it's, you know what I'm saying, the catch weight to me isn't all of that. Like I said, I don't like catch weights, but in this given situation, it's not the worst, because Canelo hasn't moved up to middleweight, nor is Cotto a big middleweight. Let me know what you guys think. Do you want to see this? They are really rapidly trying to get this. I did report that they are also talking about seeing if Floyd Mayweather can corral Miguel Cotto into a rematch. I don't know. I don't see it. I think, and Cotto, he's a prideful person. I don't think Cotto wants to fight Mayweather again, because I don't think he's fully convinced that he can beat him, even with Freddie Roach. Versus Canelo's a huge opportunity, and he might have seen some things. I think, truthfully, Cotto knows how good Mayweather is, and he's been in the ring with him. You know what I'm saying? Versus Canelo's still green. We've seen him struggle with movers and different stuff like that. So I really think they're going to get this fight done and be able to. I don't know that Cotto is going to have interest. I know Cotto wants money, but there's a lot of money in the Canelo fight as well. So it's not like fighting Andy Lee instead of Mayweather. He's still fighting a big mega fight. And truthfully, I could almost say that Canelo Cotto might do better numbers than Floyd Mayweather and Cotto rematching, just because Puerto Rico and Mexico have given us some tremendous wars, like great fights. Cotto versus Margarito, De La Hoya and Trinidad. There's so many great Mexico versus Puerto Rico fights. Chavez Sr. and Hector Camacho. Like there's a ton of them. So they have radical fan bases, and I'm looking forward to it. Let me know what you guys think. Do you want to see Miguel Cotto versus Canelo Alvarez? And where do you want to see it? Are you okay with the catch weight? Drop me a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like my video. As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Till next videos, Ego signing off.